Hello my sweets, it's Keisha. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome and thank you so much for choosing to watch my video. Vases, planters, and a basket. Oh my! In today's video, I'll be showing you how I made all of these gorgeous vessels. Alright, let's get into it. A list of supplies I used is in the description box below. I began with a small and medium fishbowl vase and 2 decorative bud vases from Dollar Tree. I removed the blue paint from the vases with acetone. This step was not necessary as I changed my mind midway on how I wanted to paint them. The opening on the bud vase is offset. Here I'm showing that you can situate the bud vase to have it offset, or you can offset it to make the opening centered. I'm going to make mine centered. Next, I used Gorilla Super Glue Gel to attach the bud vase to the fishbowl vase. Then I set it aside to dry. I wanted to disguise the area where the vases met. So I tried spackle and that didn't work out so well. The surfaces were too slick. This is where I changed my mind on how I was going to paint them. I mixed baking soda into Waverly chalk paint in Plaster. I made a decently thick mixture as I did want to hide the seams. Bear in mind that the more baking soda you add to the paint, the more texture you will achieve. After applying 3 coats, drying between each coat, these are the results. Next, I used Waverly chalk paint in Fawn and Cashew to paint the vases. Because the vases had so much texture, I found it helpful to really dab the paint into the crevices for good coverage. I blended the 2 colors in the middle sections to begin with. In the end, I brought the fawn color up slightly on one vase, so they looked more like fraternal twins and not so much like they were trying to be identical twins. And here's a look at how they came out. I began this project with 2 planters from Dollar Tree. I removed the bases and painted them with a coat of Waverly chalk paint in Fawn, then set them aside to dry. I lost the clip of me adding the colors, but I went around the bases randomly with Cashew and Truffle Waverly chalk paint to see if I could get variance in the wood grain. Next, I came in with Waverly Wax and Antique and a chip brush to give it some wood graining, then set it aside to dry. I painted the main body of the planters with 2 coats of Rust-Oleum stone in the color Bleached Stone. I decided not to paint the inside, not only to save paint, but in case I decided to use live plants in it. I'm not sure how it would affect the overall health of the plant. Next, I replaced the bases, and here's a look at how they turned out. I started this project with 3 gold baskets from Dollar Tree. In the end, I only used 1.5 baskets. I cut a scrap piece of cardboard into a circle just large enough to cover the bottom, then secured it with hot glue. Next, I secured the baskets together with zip ties. Again, you see me doing 3 here because I had grand ideas and not enough materials on hand. Boo. However, if you have enough materials and don't mind the cost, go for the grand idea. Here I have 3 packs of Nautical rope in the 0.4 inch by 7.9 feet size. I start by coiling the rope into itself to cover the bottom of the basket. Once I get it to a manageable size, I attach it to the bottom of the basket and continue in the circular motion until I reach the edge. To join the ends of the rope, I squeezed some glue in between the strands and twisted it back onto itself. Next, I cut the ends at an angle, then join them together. This gives a more seamless look. After using up all but about 18 inches of the regular nautical rope, I changed to the white nautical rope that measures 0.4 by 11 feet. I joined the ends like I previously showed and continued going around the basket. It was here when I realized I didn't have enough rope for the amount of baskets, so I removed one basket and cut the second one in half. Then I continued gluing the rope around and then glued some of the rope down inside of the basket. At this point, I have used 3 of the brown rope as mentioned before and basically 3 of the white rope. I did have enough left over if I wanted to add white handles. I found the bottom of the basket to be a bit wobbly, so I added a base of brown rope and joined the ends so they look seamless. And here's a look at how the basket turned out. Here's a final look at all of today's projects. I have to say I'm quite pleased with how they all came out despite the fact that I had to change plans on 2 of them. But you already know, I want to know what you think. Which one is your favorite? If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and leave me a comment below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and remember, love, inspire, create. See you next time.